Welcome to Flying Blind. This is my first ever attempt at playing without being able to see player attributes at all. So it's probably going to be a train wreck, but you're welcome to hop on board if you don't mind crashing. This fine fellow behind me is our manager this time. You can see from the eye patch, obviously, indicating that, we've got impaired vision. He is the magnificently named, and you can thank my nephew for this, Blindman Jones. And yeah, we are going to start unemployed and as the lowest of the low, so we're going to be scrabbling around at the bottom of football, but hopefully trying to climb our way to the top. I've done a bit of research on how to try and find good players without knowing anything about them other than a few words from my scouts and what statistics I can find. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's no bugs that'll torpedo this one. So, join me the other side of my lovely brief little new titles, and we'll see if we can find a job. Dear Lord, can you imagine giving that a job interview? But, these are days of no discrimination. Best man for the job, etc. Now, talking of jobs, this is another thing that Sports Interactive need to sort out when they change to Unity. Stop this resetting, will you? Please! I had this set up, I saved the game, and it's gone back to what it was before. So now there's going to be who knows how much of a delay while I take all of these off of there, because you can't just select only the one. Fortunately, the game is so much quicker this year. It's another one of the plus points about it. That would have taken absolutely ages before. Now, I have set the detail level that can be set in the game to basically max out. So the game might run a bit slowly for me, but hopefully you won't notice a thing, because you're going to get the edited highlights after all. And what that means is that all the stats should be there for all the leagues that play at all the levels, including the youth levels. So I can try and pick up these players based on what they actually do on the pitch. We'll hope it works. What we have here now is a complete list of all the vacancies in the game. And what I'm going to do is, because there aren't a huge number of them, I mean there's plenty there, don't get me wrong, but there aren't enormous numbers of them, so I'm literally going to apply for all, because I am very confident that the vast majority of them will tell me exactly where to go. Because for a start, you'll notice there's people like, Besiktas won't want me, Millwall won't want me, Ajax certainly won't want me, and there's a lot of other sides. Eintracht Braunschweig, they're going to say no. Basically, lots of these teams are just going to turn me down out of hand. There is a Welsh second division side in there, which might just be our level. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Oh, another one. And yeah, so I'm expecting a lot of straight out rejections. And we'll come back. Let's click apply all. Yes, please. And yep, I've got, what's that, 82 messages. So I will now work through those, and we'll see what we're left with. So there I was, thinking world football had shut down because I hadn't heard a thing all week. And lo and behold, Sunday morning apparently is the time football clubs decide who they're going to pick as their manager. Because I've got a load of people telling me my application's been unsuccessful, which is fine, we were expecting a lot of that. But we have also got 5 job interview offers. So we will have a look and see who's offering us these sorts of jobs. Portuguese, well, it says 3rd division, but I think that's 4th level. So, yep. Good training facilities and youth facilities for their level, though. So that's something to note. FC Gifu, or Gifu, Japanese 3rd division. Facilities not quite so good. Oh, it's giving me a number on this one, so I can actually see exactly how good they are. Solin of the Croatian 2nd division, I presume. Yes, 2nd division. And we know what a hotbed of talent Croatia is, so who knows? Hey, there we go. There's one of those Welsh second division sides, the Daffodils. Yeah, they're going to be bad, but theoretically easy to improve. And Sarawak United, who I believe are Malaysian, yes, Malaysian second division, and they're going to be very bad as well, I should imagine. So, I will now get on with these job interviews. I won't bore you with taking you through them. They don't really change, and it's boring to watch. So, I'll get on with that, and we'll see how they turn out. See if one of these offers me anything, or if we get more job interviews. I'm expecting more please don't bother us agains. So, we'll see how it goes. Okay, it is a week after the last time you saw me, and I now have 9 job offers to choose from, believe it or not. The one you can see on the screen is Trefhelen Boys and Girls Club. They are Welsh. They are offering me 5,000 a year, so I guess I'm working in a local shop as well. The wage budget is minimal. They want to avoid relegation. Now, a Welsh club is probably relatively easy to improve because there's going to be lots of free agents hanging about, I would imagine. Loads of English boys you could bring in and do a job. But I don't know if I want to go to Wales. It's a bit too close to home sort of thing, really. It's a bit too... and there is another offer. We got this lot who I asked for a delay, so they're offering a bit more, but I think I'm still working a second job, I think. But yeah, I think we're going to exclude the Welsh ones. So I am actually going to walk away from that one. Now, we've got Sarawak United, who again are offering me minimal money. It's all the way out in Malaysia, and I'm not particularly taken with that one. So I think we can rule them out. Now I've got 2 South African ones, I think, actually possibly 3 South African ones. I think Venda are also... Yes, they are also South African. They're offering 23,000. Black Leopards 21.5. Milford 21.5. So none of them are great in terms of that. Milford have a decent sort of wage budget, nearly 600,000. Black Leopards, similar sort of wage budget, and actually a transfer budget. But part of the reason I don't want to go Black Leopards is because I know that Zealand has started his journeyman doing very similar thing, but not doing attributeless, and he is at Black Leopards. So I don't want to be accused of copying. So I think we will not do Black Leopards. And Vendor here, yeah, I'm just not massively taken with these. Now, what does that leave us with? That leaves us with Gifu, who are offering 44,000 a year to me. They've got 1.8 million wage budget. They've got a transfer budget somewhere. Looks like about 900,000. They're 3rd division in Japan, so they are a definite option. Now, okay, we'll walk away from Vendor, I think. Now, this is another Japanese side, I presume, looking at the name. Yep, another Japanese 3rd division side. And actually, having a look at it, yeah, see, Gifu, they wanted top 5 and are currently 7th. This lot are... where? Who was it? It was this one, wasn't it? Kamatamare Sanuki. I can't honestly remember what they wanted. What do they want? They want to avoid relegation, and they're mid-table at the moment. So, we're halfway through the season. They're mid-table. I mean, they're not that far away from the relegation places, but then they're not, they're pushing for upper reaches of the table, potentially. They're obviously overperforming a bit. Wage budget and transfer budget, not too bad. Now, oddly, this is one that I am kind of interested in, almost more than the others. Actually, well, yeah, it's. Oh, that's interesting. So it's Young Red. So it's actually Antwerp's under-23 side. I'm intrigued. Obviously, they. If I could click on the right thing. Okay, so you've got National 1. Yeah, so it's Belgian 3rd Division. And it is an under-23 side. So I don't know if there's any real actual prospect of promotion here, to be perfectly honest. We can get back to this bit. I mean, they want a top half finish. I'm kind of intrigued because of the whole sort of the way it's proving myself with a youth team sort of first, and that's a way that several managers have shown themselves as being effective. I'm kind of intrigued. I mean, we've got the wage budget. Obviously, we've got no transfer budget because that's Antwerp who are going to be signing people. I honestly don't know what the situation is with them, like signing young players and then just giving them to me, I presume. It says here, develop young players for the main club, give playing time to first team players. It's a very different challenge, and it's one I've never done before. So, again, I am deeply intrigued by this. And, excuse me, a wage of £140,000 a year. I mean, if we're looking at this from a what job would you take in real life thing, it's this one, isn't it? 140 grand a year. And bear in mind, I've got no coaching qualifications or playing experience above Sunday League. And I'm about to be offered £140,000 a year. I would be insane to turn that money down. I think we've found our job, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be very odd and certainly nothing like anything I've ever managed before. But what is there to negotiate? Just give me the job. There we go. We are now the manager of Antwerp's under-23 side, the Young Reds. I was not expecting that, and I certainly wasn't expecting that wage straight out the gate. That's about as much as the rest of them combined are offering me. Right, well, next step is to have a look at the squad without being able to really see the squad. Fun times. Okay, this is our squad. Obviously, it's a very young squad because it should be. Although we do have a 35-year-old goalkeeper in here. Now, one thing I have noticed straight away is that there is almost no potential in any of these players, with the exception of two, both of whom are here on loan. Of course, I can't sign anyone, to the best of my knowledge. I'm relying on the A-team to sign people. So I'm going to have to do the best I can with what doesn't appear to be a very good side. Okay. Yeah, we don't have many players with decent potential. I know. I've just discovered that. This is a decent development squad. Is it though? Is it? I mean, I was under them. Doesn't someone got some sort of affiliate deal with Antwerp? I'm sure there's some sort of affiliate going on somewhere. I mean, obviously, our senior affiliate is the senior side, but is there anyone here who is worth a look? Let's have a butcher's at this. I mean, they've got some youngsters that maybe they should be, sending us to try and give them some game time. I don't think too many of them are going to get in the first team. And honestly, actually, I think as well, we should be having a look at the under-18s. Yeah, you see, there is no potential in this squad whatsoever. They are really screwed for the future. They're going to have some good youth intakes in the next few years. So yeah, that's disappointing because I'm supposed to be developing players for the first team. Oh well, right. Well, what I need to do now is have a look in depth at my players. I mean, for example, well, let's have a look at Mustafa Sabo. Looks to be more of a sort of an attacking, creative kind of player. So we'll do that with him when we play him, because he's one of our best here. So we should be playing him. Although the annoying thing is we're developing him for someone else, which is kind of against the job description. Let's have a look. What about the other one? What's he? Yeah, see, again, I mean, that's two very creative players there. Yeah, we might have to find a way of... might have to go 4-2-3-1 or something to fit both of them in. I mean, honestly, the rest of them, I don't think it really matters that much. Let's have a look at our finances. We are currently spending way, way over budget. I am not surprised. I mean, doesn't help the fact that we've got the likes of Sene Lamans, who is never really going to become much, but he's on nearly 300 grand a year. So, well, I have a lot of work ahead of me to try and figure out what my lineup is going to be, who's doing what, and honestly, I don't fancy our chances of getting very far this season, and I've got no one really to develop, so I'll have to enjoy all that cash I'm being paid, I suppose. Right, well, we will be back next time for presumably the start of our league campaign. Hopefully by which point I will have had a look and seen who should go where in this squad, in our lineup, and of course I need to pick a tactic. It's going to be interesting to see what the first team do and whether they send us anyone and whether they ask me to sort of pick from players who aren't playing for the first team, because obviously when you're managing a first team you can do that and you can say, oh right, make this lot available for the under 19s, under 23s, whatever the level is. So it'll be interesting to see how many they give me available for that and how that works in this situation from the other end, as it were. Because we are probably going to need some of those youngsters that I saw in that first team squad to give us any chance of really winning a game, because we're not very good. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this first episode. It will be interesting to see where this goes, but at the end of the day I'll just bank the cash, and then if things go horribly wrong I should be able to save a bit and find a new job. Anyway, like I say, thank you very much for joining me. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.